Did you know that YouTube is not just a video vault, but that it is also the second largest search engine on the internet? As a minister, you want to ensure that those that you have been sent to can find you when they come online without going through Instagram, going through Facebook, going through what other social media platforms do you use? And so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can use YouTube to optimize visibility as a minister online. My name is Adesewa Greg-Ighodaro, and I'm the founder of Corporate Church. The very first thing you want to know about YouTube is that in every month, there are about 1.9 billion users. That is 1.9 billion people use YouTube to either find free knowledge or to learn, to learn something to satisfy a certain need, a certain desire, a certain thirst for knowledge. And so if you have 1.9 billion people, of course, you're not sent to 1.9 billion people. I'm just giving you a rough estimate of the amount of people that come to YouTube to seek knowledge, to seek information. And out of those people, there are people who have, or who need rather, what you have. The second thing you want to know about YouTube is that there are 30 million daily users. There are 30 million daily users. So every day, 30 million people come on YouTube to search for something. If you have 30 million people coming to search for something, then you want to pay attention to that platform, that you not just only upload a video, and I'm going to also be showing you or teaching you how to use YouTube very well or optimally so that people can find you when they go on Google to search for you. The third thing you want to know is that YouTube reaches people between the ages of 18 and 49 years old. And so if your demographic is between 18 and 49, then you also want to pay attention to YouTube. The other thing you want to know about YouTube and the people that use YouTube is that most of the majority of YouTube users, they stream with their mobile devices. And if people stream with their mobile devices, then you also want to pay attention to creating short-length videos, how-to videos, why videos. What I mean by that is, as a minister, you do not just only focus on, oh, I'm preaching, I'm doing a sermon, I'm streaming, and those things are fantastic. They're very fantastic for the edification of the body. But the point is, there are people who have questions like, how do I overcome pornography? Like, how do I, is masturbation a sin? How do I learn to hear God for myself? How do I develop a relationship with the Holy Spirit? There are questions that you can answer in less than 5 minutes, because you also have to put yourself in the shoes of the users who are seeking knowledge, trying to find something, and would not want to waste so much time on one video. It's very understandable if people know that you're streaming a service, or you're streaming a Bible study session, or you're streaming a prayer meeting. But when it comes to the lifestyle of a Christian, many ministers, it's time for us to begin to create content around lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, when we preach on Sunday, the people who are going into the marketplace need something that is going to hold them. So how do I not tell lies if my boss tells me I should tell a client that I am not available or that he is not available? There are questions that are on the hearts of people. And if there's so many people who are coming to YouTube or who are Googling questions that their heart needs answers for, we want to begin to pay attention to that. So yes, I'm a pastor, and that's not me. I'm saying you're a pastor, you're a minister, you're called, you're ordained, to do certain things. But I think that people are now searching for deeper answers. Why am I going to church? Why do I need to follow Jesus? Who is Jesus? Who is God? What's the concept of Trinity? And I need to say here that we do not limit ourselves from creating this kind of how-to videos because you feel that, oh, somebody has done it before. That's not an excuse, because the truth is there are more and more people coming out to, search for things. And so it's not about whether it has been done before. And I mean, there's a new generation of young people, there's a new generation of people who are seeking information and may not necessarily tilt or lean towards the older generation that you can relate with, you can learn from, and are on YouTube, whether it's via audio that has a visual representation. My point is this: you have access to people's homes, people's hearts, to teach them how to do life as a believer, to teach them how to, you know, to teach them how to contribute to secular issues, to teach them how to contribute to political issues from a Christian perspective. And so it's time for us to, yes, embrace our pulpits, but also give attention to the daily questions on the heart of people. The next thing that you want to know about YouTube is that 70% of millennials users watch YouTube to learn something new. My question is this: what is the new thing that you have discerned from your journey as a minister and you think somebody would need to live their lives? As far as I'm concerned, we've entered an era where many preachers, many ministers are going to not just be pastors, not just be reverends and bishops, but will become coaches, coaches to destinies, coaches to young ones, because the social platform has created that opportunity. And so, what are the things that you have gleaned from your life and you think that in 1 minute or 2 minutes can help someone? And of course, when they get to find out, because there are different stages that we go through when it comes to connecting with people, they have to get to the stage where they're curious about you. And you cannot get them to be curious about you if you do not have content that will cause them to be curious. But once they get to the curious stage, then they begin to look out for what you are putting out on a consistent basis. Meaning that that's when you get people who subscribe to your channel. Somebody asked me one time and said, how do I get more people to subscribe to my YouTube channel? And I told the person, that's not what you should focus on. The ideal thing is to focus on useful content that you know that people need. For example, you're sent to help release the joy of the Lord to the heart of people. And there are people I work with like that. You need to create content around things that people struggle with, things that steal the joy of people, how to keep your joy, the negative effect of sadness, spiritually, physically, mentally. I personally have experienced anger causing ulcer. So there are things like this that people need to have information concerning. And so if you're looking to, yes, increase visibility, because we are in that era, increase visibility, you know that you have the message, you know that God has given you a go ahead to maximize social media for the gospel, then you want to break whatever concept it is or whatever message it is that God has given you into little concepts. 5 minutes videos, 4 minutes videos that are different from your sermon. And I'm not talking about your media guys doing your full-length sermon and then repurposing it for social media. That's not what I'm talking about. If you've seen my video on 10 things that you can do to maximize media this year, then you know that I have spoken about not just repurposing content, but creating content for the online space. And so these are the kind of content that you want to look to and create, content that will help Christians to live their lives. Maybe because I'm personally passionate about this, because I believe that you can't be in church on Sunday as a believer, and then when we get to the business front, we're not doing what we're meant to do, because we do not have the accurate knowledge or information of how we're meant to do what we're meant to do, so that we penetrate through what we do, the kingdom lifestyle. Basically, here's what I'm saying. YouTube is available for you, not just for your lengthy videos, but for you to teach someone out there on how to live their lives as believers. And no, you're not imposing your lifestyle on them. You're coming from biblical angles, and you are sharing stories that they can relate with. If you're going to use YouTube for content creation, and I mean content creation that will increase your visibility. Then you want to own your narrative. You want to share not just scriptures, but be authentic in what you share. Be authentic in how you present yourself. Be authentic in the message that you're going to be sharing with people. Remembering that somebody might be going through what you went through 10 years ago, and they need someone to teach them how to go through it without making them feel that they are bad, or without making them feel that they don't have a life that is worth living. The next thing that you want to pay attention to is that 9% of small business, 9% of small businesses use YouTube. And I know that as ministers, we're like, oh, I'm sent to this, I'm sent to that, I'm sent to the brokenhearted. If you've taken my course on Launch and Grow Your Ministry online course, you will know that there are different audiences. There are different people that you're sent to. Are you sent to believers? Are you sent to unbelievers? Are you sent to the hurting? Are you sent to people who have been hurt by church? There are different categories of people in the world today, and you need to find out who you're sent to. If you're sent to businesses, for example, you want to keep this information that I have just shared with you. Basically, here's what I'm saying. YouTube is not just another website. YouTube is not just another place for video dumping. It can actually increase your visibility if you're going to use it very well. In my subsequent videos, I'm going to be showing you how you can maximize your message, you can increase visibility, you can attract traffic, whether to your website or to your personal pages on social media, by just using YouTube. I hope this has helped you. God bless you. Bye bye.